What's up, Aquarius, and thank you guys so much for tuning in. All right, guys, so let's jump right into this May reading. Let's see what's going on. Now, this will be for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus Aquarius signs. And keep in mind, guys, like I always say, the energy could always be transferable. It could be your energy I'm picking up on or the energy of people around you. I hope everyone's been doing well. I hope no one's going crazy in quarantine. I keep like working in different corners of the house so I can try to trick my brain into thinking it's actually doing things and like, you know, moving around and having a change of scenery, but it's not. Here we are. All right, so what is going on for Aqua Squad? Now, this deck that I'm using, guys, is Everyday Witch Tarot. We got past, your present, and future. Okay. All right, guys, so the energy that we have here is the Five of Swords. Very interesting. I just did Scorpios, so they had the same energy, so I don't know if you guys are dealing with a Scorpio. But with the Five of Swords, this is a card that talks about conflict, but more so how you get through it. You know, do you feel very empowered after getting through a conflict, or do you feel very, you know, depleted? We have the Knight of Wands and the Page of Swords in the reverse, so maybe this is something that has to do with the Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius for some of you. But I feel as though this is something where one of two things is going to happen on your end. Either you stop speaking to someone because of a truth that came out, or you're really giving someone a piece of your mind because of a truth that came out. So if, you know, it's the second option, I can see it being kind of harsh, okay? But let's start with your past and let's see what's going on. So for the past, we have the Temperance card in the reverse, the Fool card, and the Six of Pentacles. There's just something that didn't make sense. There's something that wasn't, you know, working out for you, and your soul just didn't feel comfortable with it anymore. So you wanted to take balance. You wanted a new approach in life, so you took that. With the Fool card, you're going towards something that was completely new, something that was unmarked territory for you, something that you're very, you know, happy and like naively excited about. All right. So we have the Nine of Wands in the reverse that came out, and then these two cards dropped here, the Ace of Wands and the King of Wands. So your soul was uncomfortable with something. It let go of the burden of that. And whatever new thing this is, guys, it just has a lot of freaking passion in it. For some of you, it could have been a Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius specifically. But if it wasn't, you know, with that sort of energy, then this is just something that you could really throw your all into, where there was, you know, a lot of strong feelings of passion and emotion and excitement. For some of you, this could have been the start to something entrepreneurial, okay? But there's just something that you know was blocking blessings for you, and you're letting it go. And although there could be disappointment in knowing that you had to let this go, you guys are no longer putting yourselves in a place where you're concerned about it. Okay, you're not gonna lose sleep over it anymore. All right, so let's see why this Fool card is here. We have the Five of Wands, and we have the Knight of Cups. Okay. So again, you guys walked away for something. Maybe someone walked away from you, and there's a strong feeling of rejection here. So there's definitely two parts to this, because there's something that seems promising, and there's something that's exciting, and there's something that's new, but I feel like there's still a lot of inner turmoil with what it was you had to leave behind. Even though, again, you're balanced because you were able to leave that behind. Why is the Six of Pentacles here? We have the Strength card in the reverse. And we have the Justice card. So, yeah, you guys find balance, but whether it's you or someone else, someone just doesn't like the fact that they had to let something go. You're realizing that something was karmic, okay? And you just don't want to deal with that anymore. So, again, you do find balance, but someone feels weak by something. It's something that you guys had to remove yourself from, either because you were losing money or because you or someone else involved in this just wasn't genuinely invested. And it's something that you guys knew it would have been reckless if you would have continued going on. So Aquarius, I feel as though you did the right thing to let this go. But I feel like you kept to yourself how much it may have bothered you to let it go. So on the surface, just like any Aquarius is going to be, cool, calm, and collected. But inside, it's like, fuck, that should have worked. you know? So you guys definitely have your thoughts on it, but you're not going to let the world see you struggle. You're not. All right. Now, in the present moment, we have the 10 of Wands, the 4 of Swords, and the 8 of Pentacles in the reverse. So what is it, guys? What is it that you're stuck on? What is it that's burdening you? Because there's something here that's getting in the way of your productivity at this point. And it's just something that it's like you guys are trying to figure out. How do I get past this? What's the best for my future? Why is this 10 of Wands here? We have the Emperor. Let's get one more card. And we have the Hermit card. The thing is, guys, there's something that's causing a loss around you, whether it be financial or just how you feel as a person in regards to your own personal abundance. But you feel a loss because of this. And honestly, guys, I feel that with whatever's causing you burden, you're just much more in tune and so much more powerful when you have a space to yourself, if that makes any sense. Okay. And I feel like you guys are waiting for some sort of breakthrough. It's like there's something big that's supposed to happen, but you're trying to align everything perfectly. Maybe you're in a way where you have other influences that are closely around you and you're just trying to like escape from that. Okay. Let's see why this 4 of Swords is here. Now that's going to be, the center card for this reading. So it's going to be your core energy here. We have the Ace of Swords. And the 10 of Swords in reverse. Now, there's something that you guys are mentally stuck on that the worst that could have happened with it, it already has, okay? But you guys have to cut this thing out in order to really take advantage of a new beginning, okay? Because I just feel like you guys, again, you can't work the same with whatever this is that you're involved in. So let's see what this 8 of Pentacles in the reverse means. We have the Knight of Wands, so again, could be a Leo, Aries, or Sag for some of you. And we have the 7 of Wands. So with what it is, guys, I feel like something's holding you back from the potential of money that you can make, or just with how you come off as a person. I feel like you can come off so much lighter without something in your life. For some of you specifically, this has really affected you business-wise. I see that this could definitely affect someone's pocket. But let's see why this Knight of Wands here. Let's pull another card. We have the Page of Wands. So there's something that you guys are talking about getting into. Maybe there's some sort of offer that's coming from a person, or you're offering something to a person. But again, there's something that needs to be let go of. And I feel like it's going to be some sort of unstable transition that you guys feel. But you expand a lot. For a lot of you, this has to do with business. So something or someone or maybe an environment has been holding you back from what you can truly do. So with whatever this is, Spirit is just saying that once you're finally ready to let it go, don't look back. Okay. Now moving into the future, we have the Magician, the Devil card in the reverse, and the 3 of Cups in the reverse. So let's see what's going on. Why is this Magician here? We have the Hanged Man. And we have the 3 of Swords in the reverse. So there's going to be something, Aquarius, that you guys are heavily working on. And this is not something where you necessarily need help from anyone else. I'm not saying you can't get help from other people, but this is something that, with you being the Magician, you have all the elements to put this together. You have all the ingredients for this spell, okay? There's just something that is bothering you guys, but you guys are being very repressed about it. You guys aren't, you guys aren't really telling the world what's going on here. There's some sort of suppressed pain or disappointment. I don't feel at this point that it's really affecting you too much with your work, because you guys know what the path of least resistance is, and you're taking that, and you're realizing that you did remove yourself from something toxic, but there's someone or something that you just don't want to speak to anymore, you don't want to talk to anymore, because something was depleting you guys. But for whatever reason, you're stuck on it mentally. It's hard for you to let go of, but it's not conducive to your growth. It's not conducive to your money either. Why is this Devil card here? 3 of Wands, you turn your back on this and you expand greatly. We have the Moon card. You have a lot of clarity. You have kind of like an awakening. Spirit wants you guys to let go of something that is very closely tied to you. Okay? At least for a little bit. For some of you, maybe it's because it's a third-party situation, especially if this has to do with love. For others of you, maybe this was just making you sad or depressed. Keep in mind, this could be something that you guys were doing to someone else as well. For those who resonate with this love-wise, whether it is you or your partner, someone could be tempted with a third-party situation that's going to come in. Just know that if you accept that, it will be seen. Okay? It definitely comes to light. So don't take the bait for that. Okay? It says you have to protect yourself from that so that you can have, you know, just a new change. I feel as though there's a decision that you guys have to make. I don't know what reason you have as to not making that decision right away. But until you make that decision, there's just going to be a lot of blockings that I see. Blockages, rather. We have the Ace of Cups in the reverse. Yeah, guys, if you get tempted with something where it could get you depressed or someone else depressed, don't do it. We have the Seven of Swords in the reverse here. We have the Seven of Cups in the reverse here. You will get caught. Okay, guys? Either you or whoever you're connected to, whoever's doing the foul play here will get caught. So just don't do it. It's not worth it, because with whatever is going to be offered to you, whatever temptation this is, either you're not genuinely invested in it or someone else is not genuinely invested, or it can cause you to lose money. So it's not worth it. Okay? All right, guys. So let's pull some cards of guidance from Spirit. What cards of guidance does Aquarius need right now? All right, so we have the Four of Wands, Two of Cups in the reverse, and the Queen of Swords. You guys have to think with your mind, not your heart. Okay, because there's something here that it sounds good, maybe it looks good, but it's not reliable. All right, so it's something that I don't see being successful, but without this being a success in your life, you actually get a lot of stability. Okay. But yeah, this is your energy here, Queen of Swords. That's Libra, Aquarius, Gemini energy there. All right. Why are these cards here? We have the Seven of Swords, the Judgment card upright, and we have the Ace of Swords in the reverse. So yeah, it's showing that there's something that you guys definitely need to let go of, and it's not going to be easy. I feel like this is going to be something that could either end very abruptly or something that could end in a problematic way. Okay? But you guys grow a lot because of this. It's just showing that it's something that would have just diverted you. It's something that would have thrown you off your life path. So when it's done for good. You let go of a huge burden. And guys, this doesn't have to necessarily be like a relationship, because, you know, I know with these cards, a lot of the time it talks about something ending. It talks about getting into something new. It could just be ending a cycle, okay? It could be you know, maybe you're not in the right environment or something, and you change that environment. It could be something that's just like, you know, renting a new apartment or putting a mortgage on a new home, something like that. But there's just something that wasn't working out. There's a stage in your life that it's just you weren't meant to be there, and the best idea is to leave, and you're really able to focus and build once you let that go, and it really strengthens you to let this go. But yeah, there's something that was just way too burdening, something that was a waste of time and effort, and all it did was make you anxious, and it's not like you could even trust this thing anyways. Okay, so yeah, I see you guys being very logical, knowing what you need to do, and making some sort of journey away from something, or just leaving something behind, even if that's hard. Okay. All right, guys. So if this resonated with you guys, donations are very welcome for the channel to keep it going. If you guys need a personal reading or any of my personal information, Instagram, Twitter, all of that, it's in the description below. But other than that, good luck with the situation, guys. I'll see how I get through it myself. I am part of this as well. But let's do this. I love y'all. Take care.